with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now it's Watson, a bootleg on the move to his left. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 23 yards on the play. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man. I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, 31!
They will indeed snap it to Watson, buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. On 1st down, Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
53 is the mark. 54. We got to get to the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Wentz now to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Darren Fells there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 77 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. As a former DB, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. All tied up, 6-6, our score after 1.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here's the tag, 19, 25.
To throw is Watson, off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow, they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Forced out to his left. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Wentz now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Angelo Blackson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. J.J. Watt and the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Watson being chased out left. He'll run it. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added. Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them, because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, But they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Buying time to his left. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Back 54. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but
okay.
September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and it'll likely be an Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right? For one situation, we try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Wentz going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Wentz now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's first. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone. For an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, You've cut down your field in a big way significantly, and the guys who play in the second and the third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that, and they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover, and they're hoping you try and throw it